Streetlights aren't randomly tall. Pick the wrong height and you get the worst of both worlds: darker patches, blinding glare, and a street that feels less safe, even while using more electricity. Myth: taller poles always light more area, so taller is automatically better. Or the opposite myth: short poles are safer and cheaper, so just keep them low. Here's the mechanism. A streetlight isn't a glowing bubble, it's a shaped beam. The lamp and lens aim light in a specific pattern to hit the road where it matters. And brightness on the ground drops fast with distance. Raise the fixture and the light travels farther. So illumination falls roughly with the square of that distance unless you increase output. But higher mounting also lets the beam spread wider before it hits the pavement, which can improve evenness between poles. So height is basically a tuning knob for two things at once: how bright the road is and how uniform that brightness is between poles. Get the balance right and the street looks consistently lit. Get it wrong and you get hot spots and dark gaps. Go too low and you create bright pools directly under the lamp, then deeper shadows between poles. You also push more glare into drivers' eyes, especially with modern LEDs that can be intense and point-like. To fix the dark gaps, you need more poles, which means more hardware, more failures, more maintenance, and more street clutter. Go too high, and you need a stronger light to hit the same brightness on the road. That can mean more energy use, bigger fixtures, and more spill into windows and the night sky. Taller poles also catch more wind, need heavier foundations, and cost more to install. So cities don't pick a height by vibes. They design to targets: illumination, uniformity, and glare control for each road type. Residential streets, arterials, highways, intersections, crosswalks. Engineers use photometric data from the fixture, then choose mounting height and spacing that hit those targets. And agencies lean on established roadway lighting guidance and standards, plus local rules about pole setbacks, clearances, and crash safety breakaway poles. That's why you see clusters of heights: shorter poles in neighborhoods where you want gentler, closer light; taller poles on wider roads where you need better uniformity across lanes and fewer poles overall. It's not about maximizing height. It's about staying inside a performance window where the street is evenly lit, drivers aren't blinded, residents aren't flooded with spill light, and the city isn't paying a wind and maintenance tax. So, the next time you see a street light and think, why that exact height? It's the sweet spot between coverage, glare, cost, and safety. If you want more small things with big reasons, subscribe.